let's talk about the mechanics of the journey. Let's talk about why quantum entanglement has that corresponding energy to twin flames. Why do we describe twin flames as having that connection to quantum entanglement? Well, let's talk about quantum entanglement. Quantum entanglement, Einstein said that it was spooky action at a distance. They discovered that two particles, once connected, these particles then started to respond as one. So as one spun, if you understood how one was spinning, one of the particles, you could instantly know how the other was responding. So there was no, once the connection had happened, there was no difference in the spin. So as one responded, the other automatically responded. There was no delay, there was no time difference. It literally was instant. Now, Einstein found this very, very interesting, but, could only describe it as spooky action at a distance. What we now know, especially on the twin flame journey, that once soul recognition happens, i.e. once the particles are connected, they are now always responding. And that is the same for you and your divine counterpart. Because you hold the same energetic frequency, the same soul signature, the same soul essence, the same soul frequency, once soul recognition happens, it activates that spooky action at a distance. So as you spin, your divine counterpart is automatically spinning and it is responding in the same energy and frequency. Now, let's dive deeper than that. We know at soul recognition, when the soul recognizes itself, you are now catapulted onto a journey. We now know that the telepathy is now in full flow. We know now that the third eye, that the crown, that the sacral and the heart chakra are now in beautiful frequency and energy, operating as one energy. We also know that each one of the chakras are now vibrating at exactly the same frequency. So as you, divine feminine, are shifting and doing the work, it automatically, without a delay, flows through to the masculine. At soul recognition, you have that biggest heart chakra activation. You have that Kundalini activation. The Kundalini is there. It activates. Shakti then is flowing up and she is activating each one of your life force portal energies, dissipating out the lower frequency, allowing it to come into that wholeness and that fullness frequency so you can reclaim all parts of self, so you can fully step into that wholeness. Now, as you are doing the work, it automatically will flow through to divine masculine, but there's no delay. It works as you work, they work. As you work, they work. This is how the journey takes place. Now, there will be times that divine masculine, you are holding the energy and frequency and they will come in to trigger you. What is it doing? It is triggering you both into that higher ascended state. Remember, as that divine feminine, your key to this journey is to hold that inner union. While ever you are in fear, lack, not feeling enough, feeling betrayed, feeling angry, feeling grief, feeling abandoning self, seeking validation in psychics and mediums, and trying to figure out the journey, obsessed with the twin flame label, you are not doing the truth of the journey. The truth of the journey is coming into that inner union, is being able to see, okay, what is this triggering me with me? Where can I go deeper? How can I observe what is rising within me? And as I observe it, I allow my nervous system to start to regulate. I allow my nervous system to see it, but not believe that I am it. So if, for instance, abandonment is rising and you feel so alone, you feel that you are abandoned, that you will never find anybody, and that leads into not feeling enough and feeling fear and trying to control everything. It's about learning how to observe it and going, okay, how am I going to show up for myself today? How am I going to pour into my cup today? How am I going to align deeper with my soul? How am I going to be today? Because remember, the journey is a journey of unbecoming. It's not about painted nails and bubble baths. It's about being able to sit with self, sit in the stillness, knowing that you are whole and complete at the deepest level. And in that frequency, you come into inner union. And as you shift into inner union, it allows divine masculine then to go on the journey back to self. You see, this journey is a journey that is always moving forward. You can never do the journey wrong. When you're connecting back into heart chakra, when you're connecting back into soul, know that this journey is always moving you forward and shifting you into a higher frequency. The things that will keep you stuck on this journey is mind and ego, is staying attached to the distorted energy of the journey. And if you're struggling with that, or struggling with, obsessive energy, trying to figure it out, going round and round in circles, endless searching, endless looping, completely exhausted, then you're not doing the truth of the journey. And if you need more help and support, my Twin Flame course is there. It gives you the A to Z of the whole journey, and you can go back and watch it as many times as you want. You also get access into our support group, so you can come and really know that you're not endlessly trying to figure the journey out in a chaotic energy. Remember, for divine masculine to come back in and to hold that energy, there must be that being energy, that peaceful energy. Wherever there is chaos, the energy and the frequency between twins cannot be held. I hope this helps. If you need more help and support, my website is there. It's the 3 W's, catsacredsoul.com. I send you much love. Have a beautiful, blessed day.